Hello everyone and welcome to the very first video of the first level of my brand new Endgame series. In this video I will teach you how to checkmate with a queen and a rook. So let's get right into it. Wait, we forgot something here. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell, and now we can finally dive in. Before we start, you should understand that the rook and the queen work perfectly together. The rook controls all these squares on the second rank, and the queen controls all these squares on the third rank. Now let's have a look at the method we use to checkmate the black king. We follow this pattern: rook to g4, queen to h5, rook to g6, queen to h7, and rook to g8. This method works 100% of the time. So let's have a look. Rook to g4, king to a8, queen to h5, king to a7, rook to g6, king to b7, queen to h7 check, king to b8, and finally rook to b8 mate. As you can see, the rook controls all these squares and the queen controls all these squares. The king is in check and he has nowhere else to go. This is called checkmate, and white wins the game. Let's have a look at another position. Here we can execute the same plan with queen to h2 and we can go for the same pattern, but there is an even quicker way to do this. We play the move rook to g4. This is called cutting off the king. After the moves king to e6, queen to h5, king to f6, rook to g6, king to f7, queen to h7, king to f8, and rook to g8, we have mate on the board. Let's have a look at a final position. In this position, the queen and the rook are reversed. Normally, the rook would stand on g4 and the queen on h3. But in this case, the queen stands on g4 and the rook on h3. After rook to h5 and king to f7, you can see that the queen cannot go to g6, since after queen to g6, black could just take the queen with his king. So in this position, we need another move, and that's the move rook to h6, cutting off the king once again. From this position, the black king can decide to go to e7, and from here we can checkmate as usual. Queen to g7, king to e8, and rook to h8. But after king to f8, we cannot play the move queen to g7, and once again we should cut off the king with the move rook to h7. From here, the black king has only one move, and that's king to e8, and in this position we checkmate with the move queen to g8. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.